Where was the anger when we were spent into a $1.3 trillion deficit during the Bush administration?
Listen,
this has appeared out of nowhere.
It should have been there. And I'm partially to blame for that.
And why did Fox News not treat Ron Paul better when he's been talking about this stuff for the past 8 years?
Look,
10 years.
Question about electability. Do you have any, sir? There's always the question as to whether or not you are, in fact, viable.
I strongly oppose Ron Paul.
By the way, Ron Paul cannot get elected. I'm sorry to tell you.
The Patriot Act, we know, has nothing to do with patriotism. They always name it opposite of what it is. The Patriot Act is literally the destruction of the Fourth Amendment. That's what it's all about.
They come here because we're occupying their country, just as we would object if they occupied our country.
I don't want to send our troops overseas using force to tell them how to live. We would object to it here, and they're going to object to us over there.
I say it's time to come home. The federal drug war has failed, so we should reject it. When I talk about changing the law, I want to go back to the constitutional approach to a problem like this, and that is through the states. Up until 1937, there wasn't even a law against marijuana, and at that time, they just passed a law to tax it. So we've had an experience in this country where we didn't have all these laws.
It's a threat to our personal liberties here, and it's going to be a threat to our economy because we are beginning to live beneath our means, and that is a natural consequence of what happens when you live beyond your means. So we must change our policy both overseas and domestically.
Racism is a collectivist idea. It's that you put people in category. You say, well, blacks belong here and whites here and women here. But we don't see people in forms or gays. You don't have rights because you're gays or women or minority. You have rights because you're an individual. So we see people strictly as individuals.
Why is the hostility mostly directed at Assange, the publisher, and not our government's failure to protect classified information, which has resulted in the greatest number of deaths? Lying us into war or WikiLeaks? What does this say about the future of the First Amendment and the independence of the Internet?
The Federal Reserve has destroyed 98% of the value of the purchasing power of the dollar since 1913, and in the meantime, they finance every war that they couldn't have financed if they were on the gold standard.
After the Depression ended, after the World War II, the spending went down 2/3 and taxes went down 1/3, and that's when the Depression finally ended in the late 40s.
And Ron Paul are very principled people. They put principle ahead of party.
Member of Congress, and I'd have Ron Paul, who I believe is probably one of the more honest ones there. I say, Ron, point out the honesty.
I like Ron Paul. I saw this guy, Ron Paul, and he's my new hero.
No, I have tremendous respect for Ron Paul.
Boy, I like this guy. We'll get Rod's take on this when we come right back. I like Ron Paul, I'll tell you.
I say it's time to come home.